Liverpool struggled to see off Arsenal in a cagey battle yesterday afternoon. However, it doesn't really matter. Liverpool are champions and we are focused on our title defence next season. In today's video, we have some big Liverpool news as the Reds are set to receive a massive cash injection as a huge deal nears completion. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are champions again. To mark this historic 20th league title, we've just launched our exclusive Champions collection of t-shirts. Celebrate in style and show your pride with official gear made for real Reds. Head over to copiclothing.com or just click the link in the description and grab yours while stocks last. But first, Luis Diaz is set for talks over a new contract with Liverpool this summer, and the forward has now confirmed his desire to stay for however many years it takes. Diaz is under contract for another 2 years, but negotiations are planned over an extension to the deal he signed upon his arrival from Porto in 2022. Having turned 28 in January and with interest from Barcelona and clubs in Saudi Arabia, it has been suggested that Liverpool could part ways with their number 7 in the summer. But speaking to Colombian broadcaster Telemundo Deportes after Sunday's 2-2 draw with Arsenal, Diaz described himself as very happy at the club and signalled his intention to stay. Since the first day I arrived, I've always been happy, calm, enjoying the football played at this great team, he said per Caracol Radio. We'll be talking about a new contract, we'll talk about it. For me, I'd stay however many years it takes. It also depends on the club, everything. These are details that are worked out separately. I am very calm, I'm happy, and enjoying the Premier League. That does not entirely rule out a transfer in the upcoming transfer window, of course, as much will depend on Liverpool's own stance on Diaz's future. It has been claimed that the Colombia international is among the lowest earners in the first team squad, on a wage of £55,000 per week, though this is Anfield understands that is not the case. Any new agreement would almost certainly bring a substantial pay rise, however, particularly given the precedent set with extensions for Mohamed Salah £480,000 a week and Virgil van Dijk £400,000 a week. Liverpool may listen to offers from interested clubs while they hold talks with Diaz's representatives, with any decision dependent on a number of factors. Diaz has been a vital player for Arne Slot this season, with his goal against Arsenal making it 17 in 48 appearances, along with 8 assists, having been converted to a central striker at the end of 2024. Liverpool are set to sign a new number 9 this summer, which could see his role switch back to a more natural left-sided berth, though his versatility will be useful. Ibrahima Konate is the club's next priority in terms of contract talks, with the centre-back's deal expiring in 2026, while Curtis Jones, Diogo Jota and Connor Bradley are among 10 other players whose terms run out in 2027. Now Liverpool are set for a huge cash injection as a big deal nears completion, as Darwin Núñez is said to be open to offers from Saudi Arabia, with the striker guaranteed to leave Liverpool, and the club could expect a bidding war. Núñez has been named on the bench for both of Liverpool's games since becoming champions, despite Arne Slot making 6 changes for each. It is clear the Uruguayan no longer has a future at the club, though the head coach did bring him off the bench in those clashes with Chelsea and Arsenal. Liverpool will be ready to listen to offers for their record signing, and Núñez has already been linked with moves to Atletico Madrid, AC Milan, Nottingham Forest, and Napoli. A switch to the Saudi Pro League has been considered the most likely so far, however, with the Liverpool Echo reporting that Al Hilal will make a concerted effort to sign him before the Club World Cup next month. Speaking to Anfield Index on Monday, Liverpool journalist David Lynch explained that there is so much interest and Núñez is guaranteed to go this summer. Lynch, whose work can be read on Substack, added that the 25-year-old would be happy to go to Saudi, but such is the scale of interest there could be a bidding war for his services. Clearly, clubs in Saudi Arabia would bring the most financial firepower if that is the case, having already been prepared to sign Núñez in January for upwards of £60 million. Around the time bids were rejected by Liverpool, who were insistent their number 9 would not leave during a title tilt. The Telegraph's Mike McGrath reported that Al Hilal were ready to offer wages of £558,000 a week. The club will be eager to recoup as much of their £85 million outlay as possible when they sell Nunez this summer, and are unlikely to be selective when it comes to who they strike business with. Given his high-profile failings at Liverpool, it is encouraging to hear that there remains wide-scale interest in a transfer, with the Reds in a strong position in the market. If he does depart as expected, the plan will be to replace Nunez with a top-level centre-forward, with Newcastle's Alexander Isak of interest, along with Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike and RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko. In other news, Liverpool's players were gutted to learn of Trent AlexanderArnold's decision to leave, but captain Virgil van Dijk insists the fullback and the rest of the players will deal with Anfield's toxic fallout together. The England international's introduction as a 67th-minute substitute in the 2-2 draw with Arsenal, just 6 days after he confirmed he would not be extending a contract, which expires next month, was greeted with boos from large numbers inside the ground. That continued with every touch made by the former academy graduate, who has a 20-year association with the club, and there was not any respite at the final whistle, with Luis Diaz offering a consoling arm, while Dominic Szoboszlai and Cody Gakpo showed their disapproval towards supporters. Alexander-Arnold's decision was not a huge surprise, as links to Real Madrid have grown all season, but the intensity of the reception inside Anfield was. The players have had slightly longer than the general public to process the ramifications of the 26-year-old's desire to seek a new challenge, but it has been tough even for them. We are gutted that he's not here with us next year because he's a fantastic player, with outstanding exceptional qualities that we have seen over the last 7 years, said Van Dijk. The crowd reaction happened. He has to deal with it. We as a team have to deal with that as well. I wasn't really expecting something, to be honest, but I think maybe he expected this. It's not easy, not at all. We're here for him anyway. Alexander-Arnold's decision about needing a change of scenery appears to have been made a long time ago, but with the contract situations of Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah also up in the air for a long period, both signed 2-year extensions last month, the captain admits he had enough on his plate to get too involved in trying to persuade his fellow defender to stay. You can't compare our situation, me and Mo in this case, and with Trent, added the Netherlands international. I was very happy to eventually come to an agreement with the club. Obviously, it's not really a Liverpool thing to go about it the way we did with me and Mo, but like I said when it was announced, I'm happy and proud to extend, because for me there is no other place to be at this point. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.